delicious sweets. I got lean on my drink. Now that's what's up. That's what's up. Now that's what's up. That's what's up. Now that's what's up. That's what's up. Now that's.
Y'all know what time it is. Hey yo, it is Monday, man, and it's about to go down. It's about to go.
Yeah.
One of the realest motherfuckers in the game. When I tell y'all, man, if y'all got history, man, get y'all notepad, everything together, bro. Cause we about to go ahead and give y'all some class, some lessons, man.
Oh yeah. Oh
Y'all about
yeah.
to learn what it really means to be a hip hop artist, what it means to put on for the city, what it means for all of us, man, to go ahead and become better artists. Yo, man, it's Monday. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the Hip Hop Ain't Dead show. That's what we do. We
Yeah.
come here and we celebrate the culture. We push it forward. We give people the flowers, man, that everybody that paved the way for us to be what we are today. And one of the one of the people, man, that paved the way for me, man, and anytime I ever needed him, advice, him to come rip a show down. When I tell you, man, one of the rawest niggas to ever perform, if you never seen Scheme perform, bro, I don't know what y'all been doing, man. Where y'all been hiding it? Like, man, when I tell you performer of the year is like understatement. Y'all, man, go ahead, show my dog, show my big bro, Scheme some love, man. Welcome to the Hip Hop Ain't Dead show, bro.
For sure. What up? Thanks for having me in this spot though. Real shit.
Yo, man. Oh, man, we could talk about everything for days, man. But for the people, man, out there, man, that's not aware of who Scheme is, give them a little something. Let them know when did you start your hip hop journey, man.
Oh shit. Oh man. Actually, I probably was about six, yo. It's be like second grade, about 6 years old. Like, cause I didn't go to fucking preschool and kindergarten. Like for real, I went straight to first grade, like at fucking 5 and shit. Like I ain't do no preschool, none of that shit. So it was about second grade, man. I was about 6, and I was obsessed with like Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, fucking Run DMC, KRS. This was my uncle was a DJ and shit, so he had all this shit around, and I could hear this shit, and I'd be like, "Yo," and I could fuck these niggas up, you know what I mean, like type of shit. But I was
Right.
inspired by it, so that's what really got me into, you know what I mean, the journey though. Just watching them guys do what they do and just trying to, find my way too. It was new then too. Hip hop was young. It hadn't been around, but probably like 10, 15 years at this point. So, it was new. So it was like, yeah, I jumped right in the wave.
Okay, okay. So when you started there early, like what was your first rhyme like that you recorded? Well, not even first rhyme. The first rhyme you ever kicked it probably to your homeboy. Like, was you confident in that, or was it just something like messing around because you seen it like on TV or you heard it on like a track or something?
Yeah, what's funny, man. Listen, I can tell you exactly how shit started, right? I was in the comic shit too, like comedians and shit, like Eddie Murphy was new. Um, Richard Pryor, he was already doing this thing, but like Eddie Murphy was like the new shit. And
Right.
I was like into the comedy shit. So what I did was I made a use my mom's tape recorder and shit, bro, the old joint. And I recorded a whole comedy set that I made up and shit, right? And on
Right.
the flip side, I did a song called Yo Candy Man and shit, where I talk about getting some pussy. And mind you, bro, look, I'm a kid, fam. I'm like I'm like 7, 8. On the tape recorder, I got one tape recorder playing the beat, and the other tape recorder record me and the beat at the same time and shit, right? Fuck around and made this tape, and I left it at my homeboy house. I let my homeboy Dose listen to it. I'm over there geeked up, like, bro, listen to this shit. And they listen to the comedy shit. Want to listen to the rap shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I fuck around, leave the tape over there, and the next day his AT got the motherfucker, and she like, nigga, I should tell your mama. I'm like, oh shit, like I'm joking shit. She like, nigga, you cold with that rap shit. I'm like, what? What the fuck is she talking about? She said, yeah, I heard that shit. I say, man, this motherfucker talking about fucking. I say, oh shit, she listened to the rap shit. So that right there made me say, man, hold on, I might could do something with this rap shit because she was older. You know what I mean? She was older
Now,
than me.
now, how old was you at this time?
I was about 8, bro. Like this, about 4th grade, maybe. Yep, about 4th grade, maybe. I think it was 2 years. I was about 8 when I wrote that shit though, and I did a whole comedy skit. The comedy skit was bananas though. I was cussing and shit, like some shit I was supposed to be doing, but that shit was fire, yo. But I put the comedy shit down for the rap shit that day when she was so
Wow.
inspired by the rap shit for real. And yeah, after that,
Now, what were
hey,
some of the artists that you was listening to coming up though?
as a kid,
Yeah.
shit, locally, I was listening to like Make 'em Holler Scholar, Stacy George, my homeboy Sion was stupid nice at that time when I was real young. Far as in the industry, I was like, Run, Curtis Blow. They was like the people doing it, but I was more fascinated with lyricists like Big Daddy Kane and Rakim. Like they had more of a scientific rap style than just a yes, yes, y'all. They didn't just yes, yes, y'all. They actually spit, and that was more, that was more intriguing for me. I was more inspired by that. But I listened to all them cats, but KRS, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, them cats like kind of changed my life far as that was the type of flow that I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to venture more into that than that traditional yes, yes, y'all style. So yeah, that was the heads right there for sure. Big I ain't gonna lie, after a little while, Public Enemy too, fucking X Clan, Poor Righteous Teachers, like I was really into the righteous shit because my mom I was raised in an Islamic family. I wasn't Islamic, but the teachings in my family was. So I was born around activism, Black Pantherism, all of that. So I draw to that too. So I kind of mixed all of that shit into what I did.
So how did you come with the name Scheme?
Oh shit. Scheme. Well, this, the people don't. Originally it was T Lays. You know what I'm saying? T Lays was my original rap name. You know what I mean? And that was just because my grandma said I was a lazy little nigga. So my homeboys used to call me T Lays. But Scheme was, I can't even say who actually gave it to me too, because it's like 3 motherfuckers. Shady say he made it up. Doe say he made it up. LC say he made it up. So I don't know. But it was because in any situation I could come up with a way to get up out that motherfucker. If we was broke, you know what I mean, and we needed to get a bag of the chronic or something like that, I figured out a way to make that shit happen. I kept some dice with me, so I started a dice game anywhere. I just always had a scheme, bro. It was always a scheme, bro, to make something happen. So that's where the scheme came from.
Man, hey, let me ask you a question. We're gonna speed it up a little bit, and I'm gonna flip it a little bit.
For sure.
The first time I heard about you, my homeboy Chung, shout out to Chung.
Yeah, Chug, my nigga.
We was around the way. I'm gonna tell you where we was at. It's a true story. We was on Dillon and Needham,
Nice.
standing
Wow.
right there on the corner. On the it was like maybe 5 of us. Quasi was out there. It was a bunch
Baby.
of us, and somebody put on this CD, man. Matter of fact, it wasn't even a CD. It was a tape. Popped on this tape. I said, "Damn, who the fuck is this?" They said, "Nigga, this is day one." I said, "Day one." He's like, "Nigga, these niggas cold." I'm like,
Yeah.
nah. I'm like 14 at the time. I'm like, all right, this shit. Like, you can tell me these niggas wasn't like like they wouldn't own. These niggas wouldn't like selling me. Like these niggas, like these niggas from right here. Matter of fact, there go the nigga. I'm like, nigga, bullshit, nigga. And then, nigga, when I tell you when I heard that shit, I was like, yo, nigga, we got real fucking artists. Like, I
Man,
think like the hip hop scene in Saginaw opened my eyes right then and there. Like
that's
it
what's up.
was like comparably, you know what I'm saying? You know how some people always try to shoot down, say local music and nah, it wasn't no It wasn't no difference. It was music, great artists right here talking about shit that I can relate to and I'm seeing
Yeah.
right here. Tell me how day one for him, man.
Man, they went for him because I ain't want to be a solo artist. I just wanted to see my niggas eat. On some real shit. I was doing what I do. You know, I was coming into my own and shit as far as an artist. And my dog Frank Love, shout out to my dog Frank Love, my doggy dog, my brother. Everybody in the hood be like, cats was getting money, like, man, ladies, you need to get in the studio, but they'd just be talk. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Grizz was like, bro, I'm finna get you in the studio, dog. I'm finna tell my mama. Look, this is how he said it to me. Like, I'm finna tell my mama, hey, give me $200. It's me and my boy going to the studio. I'm like, yeah. And mind you, no bullshit to my, no disrespect and none of that to my dog Grizz. He was a spoiled ass nigga, so he got what the fuck he wanted at 85, right? So that motherfucker would have got them $200, right? My nigga Dose was like, I know this cat named James at my school. They got a studio and shit at their crib. I'm like, damn, no shit. So Frank got the money. Me and Dose at this time, we used to write like Esham type rhymes and shit, like crazy, wild shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Frank was like, bro, I got the money. Let's hit the studio. So what I did, I went to the crib and I wrote a rhyme for me because I didn't want to do it myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, these are my niggas. So I wrote a rhyme for me. I wrote a rhyme for Dose. My little brother Willie D, shout out to Styles. Styles was real young. Styles was like 11. And I'm like, yo, I wrote this rhyme and shit. And I was like, here, nigga, say this shit. And I didn't have to show him how to say it. He just actually knew how to say it. I'm like, God damn it. That worked. So I put every verse I wrote, I put on the tape and gave it to each nigga, like, yo, learn this. You know what I'm saying? And shit. We went to the studio, man, that first day. And all of us got to record. My man Mally Stone came with us and it added some flavor because he was one of the old, well, he was older than me. And he was one of the writers from the hood that was nice. You know, he did his thing too. So it was dope to have Mally Stone there. You know what I'm saying? And yo, that we did our first record was Real Till I'm 6 feet. Real Till I'm 6 feet and Life's a Bitch. We did the 2 records that day. And we took that shit to the hood, bro. And I'm talking about like every motherfucking body in the neighborhood was like, got a dub of that shit like that day. I don't know how everybody got a, you could take it to a motherfucking house and they get, man, look, everybody had a dub of that shit. Niggas was riding all over the hood. You just hear that Real Till I'm 6 feet deep means that I never sleep. We're like, what the fuck? Like this shit everywhere, bro. Like, so man, that just put me in a zone. And I just we was trying to figure out a name, and my nigga K Dub, shout out to my nigga K Dub. K Dub was babies at the time, like babies, right? And Grizz came up with a name called Parlay and Players Production, and I was like, nah, my nigga K Dub. The Dub name was damn, what was his name back then? It was still K Dub, but it was something else. I forgot. We used to call him Kid.
Yeah,
it was Kid. It wasn't K Dub. It was Kid, right? So I was like, my nigga Kid, them they true players, bro. I can't do that. So we just kind of looked around. I was like, dog, we all been down since day one, my nigga. Like, and he was like, that's it right there, bro. DSD1. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And he was like, down since day one. Like, perfect. And that's what we went with it. And we just, as we got nicer and the group got bigger, we just took the DS and just added just day one for short. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was always DSD1, but that was the birth of Down Since Day One, bro. We just, my nigga Grizz had when he got the 200 from his mom's, my nigga. And we went to the studio and got to it, bro.
Man, hey, them infamous $200. Hey, you know what's crazy, man? People don't understand, man. $200 today, man, is like you walking around with $2,000, man. $200 back in the day, man, was like, yo, man. Hey, you know how hard it is to come up on the 200?
Crazy, man.
All week trying to figure out how to do this.
2 pair of J's, bro, at that time.
Yeah.
Totally that's how we speak. I'm like, damn, nigga, that's 2 pair of J's. Like, but I don't give a fuck, nigga. We going to the studio, cuz we gonna get all the J's. And like I say, that motivation right there, to have a motherfucker believe in you that tough, bro. Like, man, please, dog. I was like, yo, let's do it, cuz we in this bitch. Let's get it. Yep.
So after that, tell us about a legendary record label. And I'm gonna say, to my knowledge, the first rap label in mid Michigan. Shit, I can't even think of another one that maybe to later on. That's who really gonna be really real about it. The infamous Ghetto Records, man.
G-Rec 802. Hey, before I speak on G-Rec, I would say this disclaimer, yo, shout out to Self-Made Recordings, yo, listen, Self-Made Recordings saved me from a situation I was in at G-Rec, even though G-Rec is the truth, and we're going to talk about that, but I have to say this, shout out to Self-Made for saving, you know what I mean, showing me what business was, you know what I mean? Now, up to G-Rec, listen, 802 G-Rec was one of the most beautiful experiences in my life, yo. Like, just to actually be around the many MCs and have like be a part of a company. The same people was fun. Ironic is the same people we took that $200 and went to that studio and recorded at that house. This is the people who actually started G-Rec, bro. And it's crazy because we had a lot to do with it because we started people to go into the studio. Like I say, once we started doing that shit at that level, we changed a lot of how shit was moving in the SAG. You know what I mean? That's the whole nother story. But they was getting a lot of business. So what they did was start renting out that building, start buying more equipment and shit, and they put the whole shit together, and they sought us out like they reached out like, yo, would y'all want to be on the label and shit? Now, shit, we like, hell yeah, what? Are you kidding me, motherfucker? For sure. You know what I'm saying? And we had like total control, like especially myself. I had like the utmost control. Like I could do what the fuck I wanted to do with that bitch, right? So we did once that shit popped off and they actually extended their hand to us. They already had a few artists. They had a girl group called Confusion, another girl group called Fraternal. They had my man Blackjack, J Dub, and Mr. Nitty. I forgot what was the name of their group, Young Guns. Blackjack and J Dub was the Young Guns, and they had Mr. Nitty them had a group there. So I didn't know everybody that well. Drew knew them more than I did, but we blended in like, well, we didn't. That's a lot. We didn't blend in. We was so different than everybody else. When we came in there, we used to cipher. Like me and my niggas is in that bitch freestyling and different shit, and they looking like, what the fuck is these niggas on? And we like, what the fuck, y'all don't cipher? Like, what the, you know what I mean? So we had to like really build a culture there, and we developed the culture by every day they come in there and they seen our work ethic. Like we writing, we spitting, we rehearsing, like practicing the flows and different shit. And other people would be like, well, hey, yo, y'all mind if we like, hell yeah, nigga, this gang. Like, come on, like shit, I'll show you how to do this shit if you don't know how to do it. And that's what made G-Rec dope. Because we went from a lot of, you know how Saginaw is. It's people from all over the city.
Right.
East side and north side didn't get along at fuck at all at this point. Period. You know what I'm saying? South side, it was all okay. You know what I'm saying? BV was always good. But in the west side, it was like, the white motherfuckers. That's how you looked at it at the time, right?
Right.
But at G-Rec, it didn't matter where the fuck you was from and that bitch. We was family, and we built that culture. Like I said, I knew Big Mac when Cobain came from the east side. Me and Mac went to school together, and so we chopped it like, yo, we finna get this money, dog. Like shit, that outside shit ain't got shit to do with what we doing here. And all of us was banging, like, you know, I threw the set, all that shit as a kid. So we turned that shit to family, and that's what made G-Rec what it was, dog. Well, to be so small in Saginaw, we made a huge impact on the Tri-City area, even out to Detroit, Ludington, Milwaukee, my nigga. Like we made such a huge impact on that little area because we made a camaraderie of love. Like we was locked in. Everybody in that bitch, once we got locked in together, oh, it was a wrap. It was a done deal, bro. So G-Rec was like it just taught us how to actually build, bro, and how to have camaraderie and what that kind of camaraderie could do. Even if all of the MCs ain't that dope, they could actually get better being around other MCs that's dope. You know what I mean? And buying into the system. You know, it's a system like, you know, you're not there yet, but if you keep pushing and we keep pushing you, you'll be study go up. And that's what made it dope, bro. And like, if business would have been better, if my man James, not so much James Ellery, if Ellery would have been more book smart, more business smart, G-Rec would have been top of the line, and it would have been one of the biggest labels right now to this day. But you know, it was just lack of business sense what was the downfall for G-Rec. But definitely would have been awesome to see G-Rec flourishing today. That shit was awesome, bro.
Hey, I remember going up Genesee, man, and seeing the label off to the left when you're going up Genesee, like
Yeah,
towards Michigan and everything. And you will see about, I don't know, about 40, 50 cars, about 50
man,
niggas outside. And I'm
deep.
like, "Man, what the hell is that? And they like, nigga, that's G Rex over there. G Rex, what? That's the record label.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm telling you, at 14, 15, that's when, like, at the time, you probably got what record label probably was out. Because No Limit came around like 96,
Mm-hmm.
95, 96. So
We
yeah, around this
was
time, you probably had, like, you thinking that's your No Limit. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
That's the Saginaw No Limit right there. Because like you said, it was about, man, like 20 something artists. I remember
Yeah,
that,
22
had
acts.
Black,
22 acts.
Mexican,
Mm-hmm.
East Side, West Side,
Yep.
South
Shout out
Side,
Mob
North
Style
Side.
Hustlers. Mob Style Hustlers. Man, I can remember every group we had, bro. 22 acts in that bitch. And niggas was nice, dog. Shout out to them niggas. It's a lot of them still out here. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Bro.
when I say pioneers, man, they built what you was, and you know what's crazy? We can even talking about the times of that. That was when cats was taking their records up to 107
Yep.
and doing the, what was it, the blazing nine,
Blazing
no limit, blazing
99.
99. Yup. And then you had the local, they'll put like a local track up against another local track. And
Yep.
then you can vote for it, especially on Saturdays, man. This was an era when radio was much needed to break an artist. And like I said, man, we had our own No Limit in the city right here. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And you was a part of that.
Bro.
Now,
Bro, 1 second, not to cut you off. And you know what?
go
Remember,
ahead.
the radio station was like not even a block, like a block or so away from G-Rec. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Yep.
we used to go in that bitch with our tapes, and we used to wait on the DJs to get there. Like, yo, play our shit. He'd be scared of the motherfucker, bro. We'd be deep in the bitch. First, we'd go 2 people, and he'd be like, all right, man, and we'll listen. Our shit ain't playing. So then we started going like 10, 15 deep. We'd be in the elevator on their ass, like, yo, play our shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen. So one time we caught the motherfucker, bro. We had the damn we had the box right outside. Pulled in. We was like, dog, play our shit. Matter of fact, just listen to this shit. If you don't like it, fuck it, dog. We'll leave you the fuck alone. We played our song, Main Ones. We played that shit. That motherfucker say, give me that shit, dog. And like that same very day, dog, we went back to the studio. We cooling, motherfuckers rehearsing this shit for the hip hop Nick that we had at Ojibwe. We
Yeah.
was rehearsing for that. And me and Furlough, shout out my nigga Furlough, we goes to Circle K to get some blunts, bro. Go get some blunts, come back to the studio. We in the car. We hear Main Ones come on in the car. Now, mind you, we ain't thinking about this shit because we plays it in the car anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we hear this shit come on and we just rock it to that shit regular. We like, oh, you know what I mean? This shit going crazy. Yeah. We pulls back up towards you. Now, you know how you coming past G-Record is like you see all the motherfuckers outside?
Yeah.
Bro, it was so many motherfuckers outside. They going crazy. Like, dog, you don't hear this shit. We like, what the fuck is they on? You know what I mean? So we fuck around and pull up. We pull up. They like, man, y'all hear this shit on the radio? We like, what? They like, motherfucking Main Ones. We like, damn, we thought this shit was playing on the tape. Like, bro, fuck our head up, dog. Like, we celebrated that shit like the whole night, my nigga. We was outside like to like 3 a.m. out there, turned up. Police, they made us go back in, dog. Like, dispersed us and shit because we was so geeked up that they finally played our shit on the radio, dog. That shit was awesome. Okay, now that was a great feeling. Young niggas today would never know that feeling right there.
Nah.
They'd never know that feeling. That was
I think even just not even as an artist, but as just a person that listen to hip hop, I'm gonna tell you the first track that I heard from a Saginaw artist on the radio. It was Bone Scandalous, that nigga Bone. Man, when that shit came on and that nigga said driving down, what he say now? Rapping down Genesee. When he said Genesee, my ears opened up because I'm like, oh, I know where that's at. Then I'm like, oh, nigga, like, no, that's Bone Scandalous. That nigga from I'm like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
nigga. And then just hearing somebody from your own city, man, that like you can actually run into, bump into, that give you a feeling. Like nah, like I said, it's much easier to upload your own stuff and
Yeah.
create your own identity. But back then you proved who you was because everything was given. It wasn't given, it was everything was
Yeah.
earned.
So
And
get
once you
that.
got on that
Yeah.
radio, it's like a whole nother feeling. Like,
This
man, I know y'all head went through the roof when y'all heard y'all stuff on the radio, bro.
crazy. Wild shit. Like, yo, this is awesome, bro. Like that shit changed a lot of shit for us. I can't front. It made a lot of shit move after that. You know what I mean? We got to see a lot of different shit. A lot of action popped off for us after that, for real. It's dope.
So we can move a little bit
Mm-hmm.
to the next. What what happened with G Rec far as day one, where you find yourself back being a solo artist?
Um, fucking, Stray. As y'all know, Stray originally came from G Rec too. You know what I'm saying? It was in a group called Uncommon. Him and my man Dustin Kane. Um, once we started really like grooming Stray and different shit, Stray left the rec because he didn't like the way the business was moving, and he ended up going to self-made. And the whole time he was, making that transition, he was trying to pull the self-made. And you know what I'm saying? And like, we was just on some real loyal shit, like, nah, B, we ain't doing that shit. So he was like, Nick, we gotta get Scheme, bro. Like, we gotta get Scheme over here at the Maid. And they pitched a couple times, and I was just like, nah, I ain't fucking with it. But then, like I say, once the business really, I started just seeing how left shit was really going, man. And we took it, we how can I'm gonna try to make this short and not be so long-winded.
Hey, no, take your time, bro.
It was a time where the nigga from Jodeci, Devontae, was looking at our camp and shit. Now, what people don't know about this shit, like, this is real. Like, the real nigga Devontae Swing was like, yo, I'm really fucking with what y'all doing down there. Like, I really want to like do a thing with the label. Like, what he wanted to do was absorb the label. I'm trying to tell Ray, like, bro, you should just do like a joint venture. Like, let us get distributing through them, through their label, and we keep G-Rec, type of shit. So just he happened to come up to 107. He was on 107 and shit. And they was asking him questions about what he been into, and he was like, shit, I heard about Ghetto Records out here in Saginaw. Like, shit, that shit rocking. He said this shit live on fucking 107. We like, holy shit, what the fuck? He like, yeah, I need y'all to patch me in with them, before I get down. So before that shit, like, soon as they got off of the air, we got a call. You know what I'm saying? Nigga call like, yo, look, I like what y'all doing. I want to link up. You know what I'm saying? Chop it up with y'all. Let's see what we can do with that. And we like, damn, it's dope as fuck. Like, shit, they do it. They're on top at the time. Like, Jodeci was the shit. So we like, okay. I don't know why they miss connection that, but we ended up talking to, like, it was like his assistant, right? His assistant was like, well, yeah, Devontae out here looking at cars and shit, so I'm gonna chop it up with y'all. And we'll listen to him and whatever the fuck he talking about, but we really want to hear what Devontae talking about. So when Devontae get back around, he telling us different shit, like, yeah, man, I'm gonna shoot down there, I'm gonna chop it up with y'all. Long story short, I think the nigga Devontae got turned off with the fact that we wanted a joint venture, and he left the shit in his people's hands. So the dude started sounding like the one we were getting calls. We did a conference call, and he said these words. He say, all right, so we gonna make some changes on this label, bro. I talked to Ray. Ray done just told this nigga, fuck it, we gonna do the deal. We not even knowing this. He like, we gonna do some changes. So some of y'all getting dropped today, right?
Right.
So
Right.
he like, he said, who is the weakest motherfucker? He said, who is the strongest motherfucker on the team? He said, I'm gonna ask the team. So they was like, shit, T-Lays, bro. T-Lays the strongest nigga on the team. So he was like, okay. So T-Lays, which one is you? So I'm like, yo, that's me. He like, who is the weakest nigga on the team? You gotta pick him. I'm like, damn, you feel me? Like, shit. Cause at this, you don't want to do that shit because it's like we done formed a family in this bitch. So I'm like, he like, yeah, niggas getting dropped too. So I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Now at the time when he's doing this, is everybody in the room, like all the artists is in the room?
All us in the room. We on a conference call. He ain't in the building. He on the
But they're on the phone. Okay.
everybody in the room, bro. Everybody. Not everybody, bro. The new niggas, everybody, bro. So I'm like, damn. So I'm like, the weakest group, bro, probably the Gators, dog. I ain't gonna lie. He said, well, them niggas dropped. They out of here. I'm like, damn. Right? Everybody like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute.
Oh
So
shit.
he say Gators, if y'all, what he tell them niggas? He say, my nigga D'Angelo. He was like, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I don't care, nigga, this, that, and the third. He said, well, I don't give a fuck either. Y'all drop. So he asked the girls, he dropped one of the girl groups. So now I'm like, bro, hold on. Ray, you can't let this motherfucker just drop me. He said, who is that talking? He said, oh, that's T-Lays. He said, oh, you dropped too, nigga. So the whole room was like, whoa. You feel me? Like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? I told that motherfucker like this. I say, it's cool, bro. Because like you said at the beginning, dog, I'm a star, right? You ain't gonna be able to stop a star from shining, nigga, but nobody but that star can't stop you from shining, nigga. This nigga say, you know what? That's why your ass ain't dropped, nigga, because you one of the best niggas. Oh, you know what's going on. Like, I'm like, oh, this nigga, wow.
Playing with mind games.
Shit like that, right? So at the end of the day, he changed up the roster. We mad as fuck that he done fucked our roster up. But he said, I got a show for y'all in Minnesota. So I need y'all in Minnesota in 3 days at this motherfucking show. Y'all better show out this, that, and that. We like, oh shit. Like, ain't this a bitch? So my nigga, we broke. We young kids, dog. You know what I'm saying? We got no fucking money, my nigga. Straight got a fucking Daewoo that only can fit 4 people. We rolled down that bitch like 6, 8, dog. What was 6? It was 7 of us in a photo little ass car, looked like a Geo. Driving to motherfucking Minnesota, and we got a map, fam. You know they ain't got no GPS at the time. We got
Old school map
map,
days.
my nigga. We don't know what the fuck we doing. This window busted out. We got a fucking what you call a trash bag on the window, bro. It's cold as fuck, my nigga. Listen, we broke. We ain't got gas money, nigga. We rapping for fucking money and shit at the gas station. I swear to God, bro. We rapping for money at the gas stations, my nigga. But we makes it to Minnesota, bro. Fucking rate them already there. Don't know how the fuck they get there, but we make it there. Get to the show. Now, this is where I gotta get y'all together. What makes the story make sense? When the Devontae nigga used to talk to us, he always say, "Yo, that shit raw, dog. That shit raw." Just like that. He'd be like, "Damn, this nigga from New York. Why the fuck he just like raw like that?" But whatever, you know. So that's what's distinctive that I remembered about him. So when we get to the show, they like his man gonna be there waiting on us. He gonna direct the whole show for us and shit. So we get there, the homeboy up there, he like, yeah, this is what I need y'all to do. Y'all come on this time, y'all kill that shit. When we get finished, we're gonna go to the hotel. Devontae gonna be there. We're gonna sign the contracts, this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, bet. Dog, we went up there and acted a fool. I'm talking about showed the fuck out in Minnesota, bro. Killed that shit, right? We get off the stage, that nigga say, dog, that shit was raw, dog. That shit was raw. That's what the boy said. So we like, only me and Blackjack put 2 and 2 together. The rest of the crew ain't. Blackjack, the youngest nigga out there. He about, like, I think Jack was like 16, 15, 16, the youngest. He didn't know. He like, Lays, that sound like what the fuck? I say, bro, shh. Don't even say nothing. This true shit. We get to the fucking hotel room. Devontae ain't there. The contracts is there though, right? So dude talking to Ray, me and Jack pulls niggas to the side like, bro, this the nigga we've been talking to the whole time because we read the contracts. It's signing us to a label called Black Ice. It don't got nothing to do with nothing about Devontae. This shit say Black Ice. All it's a talent will be transferred to Black Ice. My nigga, we seen that shit. Niggas like, oh, we about to whoop this nigga ass, bro. You done brought us all the way out here on some bullshit. Why this motherfucker peeped the game? He seen what we seen, fam. He seen what we seen and was like, out of that bitch. This nigga got ghost on our motherfucking ass, bro. Bounced up out of there, dog, when we figured out who he was.
So he was about to basically lock y'all into a contract with him.
Yep. Our whole label though. He was gonna get Ghetto Records as a fucking entity with Black Ice, owned by Black Ice. Now we knew how to read. We knew what the fuck that shit meant because we was, like I say, day one was already doing, we was already moving at this time. We
Right.
just signed on with G-Rec. But once we seen that, bro, we like, oh, this motherfucker tried to get us. And that motherfucker got out of Dodge, bro. Left that motherfucker. We come back in the hotel room. We like, Ray, where the boy at? We like, shit, he just went out the way. Y'all didn't see him? Gone, bro. That right there, he was like, man, Ray would have signed our life away, bro. He wasn't even smart enough to pay attention to what was going on. And that was what made, when Stray was like, that last pitch he made about coming to self-made, I was like, you know what, bro? I gotta bring the one. And you know what I'm saying? Nick was like, yo, I just you know what I mean? So my niggas, Dose and Styles was like, Scheme, go do that shit, bro. Can't nobody do it the way you do it, bro. We gonna be right here. You get on it, bring us, you know what I'm saying? Bring us on the ride. You feel me? So that was the only reason I went and did the solo shit and did the Scheme shit. Just because my niggas gave me that blessing right there. Because if they didn't, I would have rolled out the whole shit. It wouldn't have, you know what I mean? Just because we can't, that's down, we day one. But that was the day one move. Day one was like, bro, go hold that shit down for the one. And shit, that's when Scheme was born right there as an artist. He was the MC then. It was like, yo, fuck. T-Lays, I exit T-Lays, enter Scheme that day right there. You know what I mean?
I think at that time I had moved away from the SAG, went to college, and then I came back. Because when I came back, that's when Self Made was you, Stray, and it was like another artist.
MC.
Yep. And then that's when I started like picking up magazines. It was like little newspaper magazines. They wouldn't even like full fledged in the certain type of material. It was like a newspaper because it was one out of Detroit. And I'm looking at it, and I was like, okay, say one side it had Self Made, and it had a Stray, then it had Scheme. I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh shit. So then I'm like, okay, he doing his solo thing. How was that being a solo artist after being with a group for so long?
Man, you know what? If what's funny, it was harder though. As far as writing this shit go, I tell them niggas all the time, like as a group, you know what I mean? It was at one point I was writing for the group. That was a long, you know, in the beginning. But Dose was always a writer. You know what I mean? Styles learned to write super fast. Like I taught this motherfucker and he just boom. So it was easier when Dose got his shit, Styles got his shit, and I got my shit. You know what I'm saying? And boom, we left a song. You know, we put it together. As a solo artist, it's more constructing a full composition. Like you have to have a full direction with what you write, and you got to know what you're writing about. It got to make fucking sense. You got to pay attention to detail. It's so much into writing a song and performing it yourself. So it was a lot harder, but it was fun. Like the journey was fun because, like I said, I got to bring my dogs with me. My dogs got a chance to kind of like I said, they hype men or the feature on this record, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, the journey was fucking dope. It seemed like I was still in the group, to be honest here, because the guys was always around. Me and Stray, if it's me and Stray and the one, we got Dose and Styles with us. Then we got the Mag 7, which was Uncommon, Tornadic, Day One, fucking MC. It was a group of Magnificent Seven artists and shit. So we would always be together. So it seemed like we were still in a group, like Wu-Tang and shit. Shit was fucking fire. I can't even fucking lie. We step in the room, fam. Yeah, it's like, damn, there's a lot of them niggas, bro. What the fuck? Yeah. We bought that life too, real.
I know Stray was like the main artist to come off first, correct?
Not exactly. Oh, you talking for Self-Made?
Self-Made.
Yes, for Self-Made. Yep, he was flagship for sure.
Yeah. And then you came.
Yep.
They prepping your solo album.
Yep.
Well, let's take it back. When they tell you we finna come with you next, what was that feeling like?
Shit, I ain't gonna even lie. It wasn't even we finna come with you next. It was like, bro, you ready to drop your joint? Shit, that's what it was. Like straight. a Stray first album was already out, and I was the I was the the kickstart to make you anticipate Stray new album Hungry. It was like, okay, this album is out already. If this nigga Scheme shit fire, you gonna be like, oh, I can't wait to see what's going on with the next shit. So that's what my job was pretty well. That was the format, I would say. But as soon as I jumped in, it was like, as soon as I said I'm all in, it was full blast from there. I had access to so much music, fucking record whatever the fuck I wanted. Like, oh man, it was motherfucking crazy. So yeah, it was just instantly, bro. It was instantly, and I just jumped right into it. And the dope part about it, Nick, shout out Nick Spalding, bro. Nick was all in. Like Nick was fucking all in, and he's the CEO of the fucking company. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga was so hands on. Like he'll pull up in the hood, bro. Really come to the hood. He got the whole Pro Tools and shit, breaking the bag in the crib. My nigga set that shit up in my room, bro. We lock in, and we would do pre-production from the crib. Like we'd lock that shit in, knock that shit out, and then he'd take me to like, where did we go, man? I hate forgetting Cuz name, dog. God damn, but he one of the best all-time mixers from the SAG, but he world renowned for what he do. Fuck his Cuz name, damn. He gonna be mad at me too, because his name is all over my albums and shit. But either way, we go to Cuz crib, he record my shit, have a motherfucker crispy, and like, I don't know, bro. It was dope to be able to actually complete a joint, you know what I'm saying, on my own, to show that I could actually do it, but to actually complete a body of work that was considered like classic shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was the beauty of it overall. Like it, my shit debuted at like 76 on the fucking on the top 100
Yes.
of the state. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. But like in the local, my shit was like 13. Shit, so it was just like, yo, and like I said, it might not be big numbers to some, but you think I'm the young boy, you know what I'm saying? I'm a young boy out here, like really pushing from nowhere, you know what I'm saying, and getting that type of attention. So that shit was real fucking motivating too. And like I say, Nick was all in, like, Scheme, you see this? Now we gotta build this, and now we gotta do this. And to have, like I say, somebody in your corner that knew the business like that, and really was knowing how to market you and shit, like, dog, it was nothing like that shit, bro. Like I almost lost that whole deal and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Just on me being myself, being on some, just being me though. You know what I mean? I
Now,
almost lost
I,
that whole
I
deal.
I heard you, I believe, speak on this before. So there was a time when you almost was dropped from the label, or you thought you was almost dropped from the label.
Yep.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, man. You know, like I say, bro, we was in the street shit. Like I grew up on the street shit. I didn't have to, if I be 100% honest. It ain't nothing like I ain't like I was born in it, and I couldn't get out type shit. Like nah, it was just like this where I grew up at. This what I'm on. So we used to go to like RJ's, all the little clubs. SAG was popping, bro. Like you go
Yeah.
on the road, bro. You go to the little club, that bitch was jumping. So my man DJ Red used to have it popping out there, bro. Like shout out Redburn. Now he getting busy right now. But yeah, he had it popping, and we come in that bitch. We was like celebrities, bro. But we used to get in a lot of scraps and shit just because niggas, you know, motherfuckers hating because we popping and shit or whatever. So we get a lot of scraps, test shit up in that bitch. And once I got signed to self-made, Nick was just like, Scheme, I know, you know what I mean? You do what you do, bro, but we don't need none of that shit. You gotta change the image and shit, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I got you, bro. Ain't trip, whatever, you know what I mean? He's like, nah, for real, like I can't have you on all of that. It's because we got to get PR involved and this, and I'm like, dog, I got it. So they was telling me about my album release party. Was supposed to be jumping off soon, you know, before the release. And I'm geeked up about that shit. I want to go celebrate. And we just got into a little scrap like a week before, you know what I'm saying, on some stupid shit. Motherfucker tried to jump straight in there, and we acted a fool. And Nick was like, bro, Do not go to RJ's this weekend. I know you want to celebrate your shit, but no. Stay at the crib, cool out, find something else fucking to do. And I'm like, yeah, okay, bro. You feel me? And me being me, I'm young. Like, man, how a motherfucker gonna tell? I'm grown, nigga. How you gonna motherfucker ain't telling me where the fuck I can go? You know what I'm saying? So he even reinforced it and had straight like hit me up so straight like, bro, I ain't going out, bro. I'm like, that's you, nigga. Like, shit. You know what I'm saying? So you going, bro? I'm like, if everybody going, bro, I'm out, nigga. I ain't finna stay. This motherfucker Nick ain't finna have me like you, nigga. You know, yes, sir, yes, fuck all that, right? So Straight comes to my crib. he don't smoke or nothing. Straight trying to smoke with me and they like, bro. I'm like, man, if you don't get your dumb ass out there with that shit, dog, I'm out. So I goes to the club. Thinking ain't nobody gonna see me out here, man. We go out there and we ain't even get into it with no niggas. My man Rob from First Degree was out there. We chopping it up and shit. And Nick brother fuck around and seen him. I'm outside smoking. He pulls up and he like, yo, what's up, y'all? Da, 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 da. I look at this thing, I'm like, now he cool, like this my man. So I'm like, well, yeah, cuz ain't gonna say shit. But at the back of my mind, I'm like, he might say something, you know what I mean? But whatever. So we smoking, chilling. He like, yeah, don't you post don't you got something going on tomorrow, some scheme? I'm like, nah, I ain't got shit going on. He like, well, shit, I know you supposed to be at home. I'm like, I ain't supposed to be at nigga, you know. Whatever, whatever.
Have a curfew.
Yeah, cuz drive off, whatever, man. Bro, I go to the crib, man, the next fucking day. This nigga, I'm straight like, bro, why'd you go out, dog? I'm like, nigga, because I wanted to. He's like, no, Nick's like, fuck that, he ain't fucking with you. I'm like, man, yeah, right. So Nick called me like, yeah, bro, we gotta talk this, that, and the third. He come pick me up and shit. We over there where Captain's Cove is, right?
Yeah, right over Old Town.
Yeah, no, Niagara, I think that is. They tore that bitch down now, but we over there, you know what I'm saying? Before they put all the graffiti over there, we talking and shit. He like, yeah, scheme, man, like, dog. So you don't really take your career serious and shit. I'm like, what you mean? He said, you took your ass out. Like, I say, yeah, when I ain't shit happened. He said, but what if something did, though? You know, then it's like, how can you be one of them big picture motherfuckers, but you out here doing dumb shit? He said, you talk about Tupac, because I used to always be like, man, look, Pac would have been smarter if he wasn't so loud. He was smart, but he was too loud, you know. And so he like, you doing the same type of shit, you know, you being loud. So I'm like, man, whatever. He say, so I gotta drop you, bro. I'm like, all right, okay. That's what's up, dog. He said, yeah, man, like I hate to do it, dog, but after this show, I said, oh, hey, you still want me to do the show too, nigga? Because it was a show at the Captain's Cove this day. So I'm like, you still want me to do the show? He's like, yeah, I mean, you can do the hype man shit for a straight for the one last time. I'm like, word, nigga? Oh, okay. So I'm like, fuck it, dog. I'm going to go do this shit. He said, well, yeah, come here and help me set this shit up. Now I'm fuming, pissed, bro. Like, this nigga want me to help him set some shit up. And you done dropped me from the label, nigga? So I'm like, yeah, okay, bro. We goes inside the Captain Cove and shit. And all I see is fucking scheme shit everywhere, bro. Posters and shit with my silhouette and the goddamn quote, fuck a plan, we got a scheme. All this wild shit. And I'm looking at this nigga and he laughing, bro. Fuck out. He like, my dog, listen, man, fuck all that dumb shit, bro. Stay out the club, nigga, till the songs come out, bro. We finna take this shit over, my nigga. Look at this shit. I was like, yo, hell yeah, bro. Hey, I'll fuck with you, my nigga. Let's do it. And I mean, told that motherfucking show. I met my nigga Fee McWright. Shout out to my little brother Feezy. I met Feezy that night. Man, it was a beautiful night up in the Captain's Cove, dog. And it happened to be my record release party that night. That was the whole crazy part about it. The whole shit was about me, but they had a competition and all kind of shit that night. That shit was dope as fuck, bro.
And you ain't had no idea.
No idea at all, bro.
Man.
No. He said, I knew you was going to take your dumb ass to the fucking park. He said, I knew you was going to go to the club.
Hey, yo, man. Hey, yo, shout out to RJ's, man. Hey,
yeah, RJ's was fire, yo.
Flappers, RJ's, man. Oh, man. The list, the names can go on in some of them spots, man.
Yeah, they used to let us get busy in them spots, man. Shout out to them for letting the MCs shine, because a lot of people, you couldn't go on Hamilton and do that shit at this time. Now you can, but at that time you couldn't go on Hamilton and get in none of them bars or none of the clubs over there. You have to go out to Bay Road, Bridgeport, BV. You know what I mean? Now it's a lot better. So shout out to them for really setting that tone for us for real. Shout out to White's Bar too for never holding us back. They always looked out for the hip hop, the whole music scene with hip hop for sure. They never played us. So shout out to all of them bars and them clubs that was looking out for us like that for real. That's the shit.
Now, people don't know, but y'all actually sold units. Like
Man,
y'all didn't play around. It wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? We got an album out. Like y'all really sold units.
yes,
Units straight
indeed.
put up numbers. And when I comparably, when we talk about numbers, like, you know what I'm saying, we talking about how cats dropping and go like 100,000.
Yes, sir.
That's what y'all numbers was equaling up to if you're talking about from then to now.
Yes, sir.
And then independently at that.
Yep.
Like, how does that feel to be like, pretty much, man, like these cats ain't fucking with you, and you
Bro.
got proof. It's easy to say niggas ain't fucking with me, but you got proof niggas ain't fucking with you. What was that like? Was that like, was your head blown up at that point, or was you just like still humble, was still like, yo, I'm still grinding. I just got the
Yeah.
love.
Yeah, I was like real like stupid, modest, humble and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is this what it was? I knew this for a fact. I worked so hard at this shit, so you ain't gonna best me. You're not gonna best me, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you do, you super dope, and I'll give you yours. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the type of motherfucker that'll tell you that shit or be rah-rah about the shit. Like, nah, I would never do that. Like when a motherfucker say, bro, you super nice, I be like, yo, bro, I appreciate that shit, dog. Shit, hey, you was spitting too. I don't be on there like, yeah, I know my nigga. Like, I ain't never do that unless you was coming at me with that type of energy. I always was, you know what I'm saying, super modest about it because it's a blessing to even be able to move that type of, you know what I'm saying? That's hard to like motherfuckers don't understand and get that many people to actually buy your shit, like spend real cash on that shit, not no stream, like
Nah.
real cash.
These is real units. We
That's,
talking about 20,000
that's
units
yeah, that's
with 10 to 15 to $20 a pop
yes,
and out the trunk. This
out the
ain't, you know, mom and pop stores that's included, but we talking about
yeah,
out the trunk, literally.
out the trunk. You know what I'm saying? We only get scans if you got your shit in Ray's or Sam Goody or
The one that was
Camelot.
right there on Court Street.
Yep. Records and tapes and yeah, yep. All of that shit. If you that's where you got the fucking the screens for the what you call it, the barcodes and shit. That's how you used
Right.
to get the sound scans or whatever. But other than that, yeah, it's fresh out the trunk, man. Like Nick made so much fucking money, dog. That motherfucker had the Chrysler 300 before anybody. Like it was only so many of those made when he pulled up. We thought that bitch was a Bentley, my nigga. That's how much money we made this dude like in a no time. And I'm talking about, like you said, $10 a CD. We selling them bitches like hotcakes, bro, like everywhere, dog. Like 20, 50, 75, 100,000. Like, bro, it's crazy, dude. Like, man, niggas are just, it's an experience, bro. Like I say, motherfuckers will never know that feeling. It's hard,
Nah.
you know, to get that many people to actually buy your shit and play your shit, bro. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
because streams is different, man. So like we gonna hop back and forth, but even talking about the music, like nah, like everything is streamed. So you got to get like damn near, was it 100,000 streams to equal out to one album or something like that.
Pretty
You
much.
you have been in both eras. You've been where the physical copies and the streams copies. So
Mhm.
like we know the good, but what's the bad part about that era where everything had to be hard copy?
What was bad about the old
Yeah,
way?
yeah, it was bad about the old way.
Oh, what was bad about the old way? Honestly, is if you didn't being able to not get it into the hands of the people, like when people ain't really trying to hear your shit because everything is so saturated. That was probably the worst part about physical copies actually having to sell those. Like it was, like I said, it's super hard. You think about it. You most motherfuckers got it on a CD and they got their name scribbled on that bitch with a marker. So off
Yeah,
the top, the presentation is like you know what I mean? Then it's like shit. Well, it's this shit cold. I mean, you could say it's cold, but like, so you didn't have no kind of market and nowhere to draw from. It was hard to just. That's what made it hard for up and comers. Now, if you could get it in the store, it popping for you, but that was the hardest thing to fucking do, man. And it's hard to get somebody to listen to a CD with your name scribbled on it. So, we had to hustle and fucking actually use disc makers. And people I don't even know about disc makers and shit. But
Nah. I think their closest thing with their disc makers is not everybody do DistroKid or something like that. But disc makers actually physically, like they got your stuff in the stores, they got it packaged.
Yeah, they package that shit.
They used to have little plans, a little, $5,000 to get you this. Like I remember all of them days where you was like, all right, all I got to get is this $5,000, and I could flip that and make 50. So let me go ahead and flip off these 5,000 copies. And that's what it was. It was just like it was kind of like your hustle, kind of like you selling dope. So okay, boom, I got $5,000 worth of dope. If I sell it for 10, I got $50,000. But if I sell it for 2, I got $10,000.
Yep. You try to look at which one gonna work for you. You know what I mean?
And you might start off at that 10, but it might go down to
10 for sure. Because listen, but once you able to actually package your shit in a presentation where it got your album cover and you own that, you know what I mean? And it's more a motherfucker look at it, it's like, damn, that's look like the real thing. Now you can charge that motherfucker, you know what I mean, and make that fucking you feel me? Because now you done fucked around and made your shit look good. And that was the like I say, if you had that kind of savvy, you could do that. But most people, like I say, we was young, man, and we ain't got no money like that. And sometimes you get the hustling and you lose. You fuck around, get locked up. That ain't for you. And you just all you was doing was trying to come up another way, and you try to use this route and it didn't work for you. So that was the worst part about it, though. Just trying to find your way. You had to hustle, man. If you didn't hustle, you weren't getting it.
No. At the beginning of this interview, I asked. Well, I ain't even asked. I told, one of the best performers ever.
I appreciate it.
Where did you get your stage presence, your performance? Like when I tell you, I have never seen nobody come up in. And I'm this quick story. So I got some things moving around. Right, this is like 2010, maybe about 2007, 2010. I got some things moving. I got my feet down in Flint. Shout out to Flint Town. And they like, yo, man, we want you to at this little bar we got. I said, okay, cool. They's like, man, put on the show. I said, all right, cool. You can bring some artists from the SAG. Not a problem. So I got some Flint artists. And I was like, damn, who the fuck I get? So, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple people, but the number one person I called was my man right here, SKE3M. Yo, I got this show, man. It's coming up, man. Can you come down, man? Just tell me when, tell me where. I'm there. I said, bet. SKE3M comes down. When I tell you, matter of fact, I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna upload this video because I got a little bit of the footage. When I tell you, SKE3M gets on top of the bar, no shirt, ripping it, standing on these people bar while they still serving drinks, and he rocking the whole crowd, the whole club going crazy. And I'm like, yo, this nigga is crazy. He even got the bartender. It was this is before Bottle Girls. The little girl got up on the thing and was pee popping on top of the bar. I'm not when I upload this footage, y'all gonna be like, yo, he is not fucking lying.
I'm a fool, man. I'm from SAG, Saginaw Michigan, yo. Hey, by way of motherfucking Michigan. I rode like 4 hours to get to this place. To do these So, hey, from the top, I'm gonna just let y'all know who I am. My name's Steve. I'm gonna let y'all know about me. Fake hustler, no flow, looking ass nigga. So you roll, I fuck your ass up. You said, nigga, why do you leave? Smoking mirrors, still illusions. I'm the prestige. Boss man on me. You don't fucking with me. Couple cannons on me. Don't fuck around on me. Using the force, get fucked up.
Hey, yo, that's
I'm not even playing. I held on to this footage for over 10, 15 years, man. I still got this footage, bro.
Yeah, that shit is.
Where do you get that energy? Where do you get that performance? Like, who did you look at and was like, yo, I got to take it to that person, but I got to take it a 1,000 times further than that? Who inspired you?
I ain't gonna even lie, man. It's hard to say. Like, it's some natural shit, bro. Like I say, once when I was coming up watching MCs or whatever, it was certain performers that was like dope. Like Cool J was super dope. You know, Cool J always brought it when he performed. But other motherfuckers, they was just like more some calm niggas. They just, some niggas just do this. And I was just like, yo, I don't know. I'm more active. Like I feel the music, so whatever I'm saying, I more kind of act out what I'm saying. So if you deaf, you probably know what the fuck I'm saying based on how the fuck I'm moving, because I'm
Right.
actually saying what I'm doing and what I'm moving. So that's what that's pretty much it, fam. Like it's just some natural shit though. Just how the mood, you know what I mean, and the energy. Like it was so lit in there where we was at. I'm like, yo, fuck that. It was so, and like I said, the atmosphere. I had so much shit to fuck with. Like I could jump on chairs and different shit and just wild. So it's like, yo, hell yeah, we finna act full in this bitch, and it just that's it, man. It's just the energy from where I'm at and what's going on with the music, dog. I really like feel the music, like the notes, everything in that shit. Like you ask anybody about me, I love the instruments as well as the vocals. You know what I mean? Like the instruments is what give you the movement. You feel me? And the wordplay is just a compliment. You know what I mean? So that's it, fam. It ain't no one artist or nobody I watched that gave me that kind of energy. It's just in me like that. But I do appreciate other performers, you know what I'm saying? Especially like rock and roll niggas. There's so many metal niggas that's like super fucking awesome. And like the older soul singers um Gladys Knight, fucking Tina Turner, like they was fucking performers, you know what I mean? So I do appreciate other performers though.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I ain't never seen nobody perform with the same energy, man. Maybe a Buster Rhymes, but that's
How
about
about that?
that's about the closest. And I'm like, and I know had you perform Saginaw at White's Bar. We performed at the Arlington and Bay City. Flint a couple times. I done had you come down to what was it, Contos, Club Contos, and it was another club, the bar that we had down there.
Man,
And you, when I tell you, it ain't the same performance. It's never the same performance, but it's gonna definitely be 20 times the energy every time. Like it's always on go, man. So I salute you on that, bro.
appreciate it. Hey, Arlington was no music. I left my music at the crib. I did that whole show.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
remember that. That's one of my favorite shows I ever did in my life, bro, because like I said, I didn't need no music and I could just actually talk to the crowd and just perform, bro. That was I appreciate that. Thank you for having me come out. I'm glad I left my music because like I connected with everybody and like I gained a super fan base of people from that
And
night.
ripped that bitch.
That
And
was
ripped it.
dope. That was dope as fuck. Shout out to that shit.
Yep. So you always had a love for Saginaw hip hop.
For sure.
But when I say you pioneer for Saginaw hip hop, you campaign for Saginaw hip hop. Like
Yo,
you are the definition of Saginaw hip hop.
appreciate it.
Different generations, even to now to the cast that's coming up right now, you are a big influence to them. Like what continues you to push for the Saginaw scene, as far as when it comes to this hip hop?
Man, it's a lot is because I just I seen this shit build from a long time. I was one of the young bulls when this shit was moving, and I say this all the time. Whether whoever anybody want to dispute it, they can talk to me anytime. Like I was one of the niggas that changed how this shit go, like how niggas rap, how niggas move, all of that. Because like I said, it was just leading by example. We we always had the mentality that we follow. We would like back then we rapped like Flint. There was so many people sounding like Dayton Family and Top Authority, and that wasn't for me. That was like shout out to Flint. No disrespect. I love that shit. That was some of my favorite shit coming up. But I didn't want to rap like that. That wasn't Saginaw to me. You know what I mean? So I brought a different type of flavor, and that different type of flavor spread it like wildfire, and to the point where you didn't hear that same old Flint sound no more. You heard different types of flows. So I will salute myself for that. I ain't and toot no horn just being on no bullshit. Like that was purposely fucking done, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was purposely done right there. And I still champion for that today because a lot of the SAG young niggas, shout out to you or some, you know, you're up for show that they cater to more of the Detroit flow. And I'm like, no doubt y'all actually do it well. To be honest, is they do it fucking well. I can't lie, but it's like, yo, that's not us though. Dope that you can do it, but we the SAG, bro. We known for being different within our own shit. Like all of us don't rap the same. We rap different, but that's what make us dope. Because within our melting pot, we have different types of sounds, bro. That's what make us unique. So you know what I mean? That's why I still campaign for this shit because I see the talent, bro. And like I said, my sons, bro, I got shit. My sons is the SAG. Like I that you know what I mean? Like I gotta make sure I got them right too. Like wherever they've been at in their life, they always represent 989 hip hop. They grew up off of 989 hip hop because they've been watching their dad pushing this shit I've been pushing my whole life. And once I was told you could never make it out of Saginaw as an artist, it's always been my goal to watch the artists make it up out the SAG, bro. Like get the fuck out of here. We don't really gotta go nowhere. We have it here. And once we figure it out, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Speaking of your sons, man, go ahead and give them a shout out real quick, bro.
All day, man. Shout out to the whole gang, the whole young day one. That's down since day one, the young version. You feel me? It started out with Hassan Rakim, QBZ, Miss Mook. It was what was it at the time? J Dash and Young Dollars and Smoosh. You know what I mean? That shit broke down to where you just had Sire doing his solo thing. He went from J Dash to Sire, but that's actually his real name. And my son Skeezer, he went from Count Dollars to Skeezer. So my two of my youngest boys, they still tearing this shit up. Some of the illest niggas doing it. Like I told cats when they was like 7 and 6 and 7, like y'all in trouble once they turn 20 and 21. And I meant every bit of it. And it's showing to this day. Y'all was in trouble when they was at 16 and 17, but niggas is definitely stuck now. His ass out for him now. So shout out to them. They do my shooters. I kept some shooters with me in every generation I came through. I swear to God. So I got them do my personal built shooters though. Like I actually got to build them, you know, with these hands right here though.
Now this is the crazy part, right? I remember they did a photo shoot, and I want to say it was in the Hype magazine. They was young. They was like little kid young, but they was spitting at that young age though.
Yeah.
Was it a replica of what you was when you was 8 years old making the rap about what was it fucking, was it just like that, or was these kids like, yo, they've been watching Pops, these kids nice?
Oh man, it was a little of both. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, I didn't even want them doing this shit, fam. Like, I didn't want to do it at all. I was like, hell no, right? Like, it was like, Pops, hold on. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? And Sire and Dollars and Skeezer used to watch, like I'd be in the booth and they would be in the corner. And they was babies at the time. So like I would have one motherfucker in my hand and shit while I'm on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Or I might have both of them. You know what I'm saying? One motherfucker got their little bottle or their little sippy cup in the corner and I got the other one. So they was like really seeing me doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like really, really seeing me doing that shit. And damn, what was the question they gave? My bad, the fucking goddamn weed.
Nah. was it like looking at you when you seen your kids perform? Was it like looking at you when you first started?
Okay, yeah. When I watching them perform, hell yeah. Like my son Hassan, the oldest one, he the one who made me say, "Fuck it, bro. We can go on and do this shit." Because he came with a song he did off a Drake beat, and Hassan was heavy in the fucking sports, bro. That's all he did. He brought this rhyme to me, and it was all about how he was trying to be so cold at sports that he do these training moves and shit. He do all the training and exercises and shit. He want to make sure he get this Super Bowl ring for his mama. This shit was so fucking, it wasn't like it was just super awesome, but it was like how he put it together and the way he performed it. I was like, whoa, oh, this body work right here though. Talk about, you know what I'm saying? So I try to see what the other boys was doing, and my other son Bryce was kind of, you know, he was he had like a little swagger with him. I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? So my ex-wife, she was like, yo, I think we need to do something with this shit. You know what I mean? So she kind of was the one who made us kind of lock in on actually getting together. So my thing was, I can get them nice, but if we can fucking catch up with Jermaine Dupri, if we catch JD could take these niggas from where I can get them to the way next level. Like I can get them on that level, but that nigga take them to the next level. So I worked with him, and I seen so much of like, yeah, a younger version of myself in each of them, especially with the younger ones. The Sire and Skeezer was like, they like kind of even moved like me. And like that bar shit you was talking about,
Right.
these little niggas did this shit at White's, bro. Like them niggas, listen, out of nowhere, bro. These motherfuckers jumped on the bar at White's and they on the bar going crazy in that
I
motherfucker.
seen that, bro.
And niggas had to pull their ass up
I
off that.
seen that.
You feel me? Yeah, so yeah, man. I seen something in them already, and I knew they was ready. Those two motherfuckers something different.
So you was talking about Jermaine Dupri.
Yep.
Sire ends up being on the Rap Game, which is Jermaine Dupri's show about finding a new kid rap sensation.
Yep.
It was on Lifetime. How was that seeing your son make that accomplishment and being on that show, bro?
Oh man, that was the mission. I ain't gonna fucking front. Like once we moved to like I say, we left to go to fucking Georgia just to find JD. It didn't have nothing. The Rap Game wasn't even out yet. You feel me?
Right.
Like I say, if we was gonna do it, we was doing it. We moved, took every little thing we had, bro, and went to fucking Georgia. And the whole goal was to find fucking JD, nigga. And we locked in with his stepmoms like probably like a week after we got there on a humble. My kids did a fucking a little impromptu show at the fucking book bag giveaway, and JD stepmoms happened to be there, and she was over the Scream tour at the time. So she was like, yo, you seen so many motherfuckers trying to link up with my ex-wife. They was giving her fucking so many business cards like, yo, we need to see these kids, this, that, and the third, that she snatched her up out of that bitch like, yo, I need to talk to you about this Scream tour shit. That was the first taste of anything. And I was like, oh, we finna catch up with this nigga JD like that. It didn't happen like that shit. That shit fell through because of whatever situation between her and JD dad. She ended up out the picture, and he didn't know much about, my kids like that to push through what she was trying to push through. So it didn't develop for us. But the whole mission was to catch up with JD. So by the time, I think it was about 3, 4, 5 years before Rap Game even started. And mind you, my sons them came up with like Mulatto and fucking King Roscoe. Like these was cats in the camp. Like Roscoe actually came up from the one. Lotto was already doing her thing, but they was already locked in. Motherfuckers was from the south side of Clayton County. So we already knew these people. They got a huge kid industry in fucking Georgia. Huge in Atlanta. Like kids go fucking crazy. The moms and the managers is cutthroat as fuck. Like it's, oh my God, bro. Crazy, right? So we happened to see Lotto on the Rap Game the first season. Like we seen that. We seen like the pilot. And we like, what? Hold, wait, what? Whoa, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this crazy. Like, so we looked at it like, all right, if Lotto go on that motherfucker, shit, it's this a piece of cake. You feel what I'm saying? So we locked in like, all right, this is what we gonna do. We finna be wherever the fucking that shit at, wherever they doing any Rap Game shit at, we popping up at that bitch, this, that, and the third. So that's what we did. We popped up at any event JD them was having, and my kids was freestyle against niggas, battle niggas, like just make a fucking scene. You know what I mean? Just so you be like, who is them little niggas over there? But they in that bitch wherever they went. You know what I mean? You would see the one everywhere. And it got to a point where like shit, JD, Sire was different. Sire would walk up to niggas like, yo, what's up? My name's Sire. Get to remember me, bro. You ain't gonna never forget. 1 second, right quick, buddy.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm back. So yeah, He was young though. He was like I say, like 8, 9. He told Greg Street, like, yo, remember this face, man. Don't forget me, bro. And Greg Street, like, damn, like what this motherfucker talking about? He like, man, let me hear you spit something. Put him on the spot right there on the radio, and this little nigga went crazy. And ever since then, Greg Street was like, oh, yo, hey, my little homie, like Greg Street, shout out Greg Street too, because he did a lot for Sire, far as he was one of the contacts with JD. You know what I'm saying? He knew JD like that. We didn't at the time. You know what I'm saying? So if we ended up at a rap game event and Greg Street was the DJ there, he pulling Sire right in. Like, hey, the little homie coming in, flat out. He coming in. You know what I mean? Sire don't even supposed to be backstage where the rap game people at. Greg Street taking him in the back, like sick of him on the niggas, like, oh, they make sure these niggas hear you, little nigga, like you made sure I heard you. Pushing you right on, get them niggas, you feel me? And he was showing out in that bitch, bro. And like I said, it just became where we was there so much, bro, that they was just like, man, let's see what they're about. Now, remind you, it's 5 little niggas was in this group. It was about 4 of my sons and my daughter. So it was at one point, it was motherfuckers like, dog, but every motherfucker got picked, but it was all motherfuckers from the same team. So like, oh, you gotta just pick one. You can't do we like shit, why not? If the show gonna be the whole my kids, nigga, the whole squad, they battle each other all the fucking time. It's gonna be fun. No, you gotta pick one. So we, you know what I mean? It got to the point where like Sire was the strongest at that time. So that's who we started pushing, but he didn't make it. You know what I mean? This was what I think season 2. He didn't make it for season 2 or whatever. He didn't make it to season 5, but he was always like on the bill. Like when they did, I think it was in season 3 with King Roscoe. Him and King Roscoe is like I say, they came up together, but they end up bumping heads because Sire always been the king, even though Roscoe was King Roscoe. He had a different persona. He didn't wear the crown. He wore the nerd shit. So Sire is what the king that they call a king. So they had that little smoke or whatever. And once Roscoe made it on the rap game, he kind of sent some shots, and Sire went crazy, sending crazy shots. So what happened was they had a show where it was like the kids on the show would have to battle somebody from outside of the show, and they'd have that spot. If that person could beat all of them, he get to pick somebody to go. So they called my son. They called us like, yo, we need Sire for this battle shit. You know what I'm saying? We like, bad, like hell yeah. They like, what's the specs? And they like, well, if he beat everybody, he could choose somebody to leave. First thing he did was say, oh, Roscoe out of there, right? First thing he said, right?
Right.
Man, motherfuckers pull up, dog. They see my boy pop up, come in that bitch. They see who the motherfucker they got to battle. Motherfucking Skull Mama done seen my son come in. She like, hell no, not that one. That ain't what we doing. Hell no. Like they 86,
the smoke.
Bro, they 86 that whole shit, bro. Because they knew. They already knew. The other kids like, man, this little motherfucker. She's like, okay. Yeah, play if you want to. Motherfucker, have everybody go home with this motherfucker. Straight up. So he didn't make it on that one. Season 4, Street Bud, shout out my nigga Bud. He was the youngest in them. What y'all got to know about these reality shows is a lot of shit set up, even though it's real shit happening, a lot of shit set up to happen a certain way. So Bud was he was the youngest to ever, you know what I mean, win on the show. Him and Jay was around the same age, and it would have kind of conflicted. So season 5 is where he finally made it, and they kind of, like I say, the show was kind of built a certain way, and we made the show go in a different direction because we pushed the envelope. So they had to start centering the show around us after that. So that's what made this shit wild. But yeah, it was a hard fight getting the boy on there, but that was the whole goal, just to actually meet JD. It had too much to do with the rap game in general. It was just to meet JD. And once we got to meet JD, that was the beauty of it. You know what I mean? He locked in with Sire a lot.
I remember turning on the TV, man, every week. I'm trying to see what Sire's, man, progress is, man. And he steady ripping them. And I'm like, yo, man, Sire nice, bro. And I'm steady thinking, I'm like, yo, he had to be paying attention to his pops
Man.
coming up. Just even performance wise, like
Yep.
I like you said, the performance at the White's Bar, like his energy is crazy when he performs.
Mm-hmm.
Just like his pops' energy. Like it's crazy what you do in front of these kids. And you gotta understand that they just picking up, they just absorbing it like a sponge. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? You think that they not picking it up, and then they do something, you like, oh snap. Like I might be doing backflips. My kid might be sitting there looking, next thing you know, they doing backflips with some front flips and then some twists. And then you
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, okay, what I did, you gonna take and you gonna keep pushing it. And that's what it's about, man.
Yep. It's with them two, the last two with Sire and Skeezer, I was really hands-on. Like Jay really wanted to be dope. He was like, Pops, I want to be the best, man. Like for real. So we worked every day consecutively. If you ever follow this Instagram, you scroll to it's gonna take you a minute, but you scroll to the first video. First video is gonna say, this is J Dash from Young Day One. I'm going solo. It's Sire. Y'all watch the journey. And every day he put up a different fucking freestyle, and you would watch him grow from being okay to whoa to goddamn to oh shit. Because like every fucking day we worked, and it helped me to get better at what I was doing as far as learning how to market, learning how to actually brand my son and our brand, you know what I mean? Learning how to actually use the video camera and use the media shit that I was learning, the media outlets that I was creating and shit, like really use them to our benefit. So it worked for us both, but with them, it was real hands-on work every day, all day, from performances, from writing, from we had sessions where he would just ask me questions and shit about shit, and we would talk, and he would just come up with bars based on this type of shit we talk about. You know, like this motherfucker was so dope at this shit by, like you say, sucking this shit up as a baby though, like as a little kid. By the time he got to where he was really writing and shit, and we was working every day, man, bro, it was just being able to give them all of that game, bro, and to watch them exceed what I thought they would do with it. You know what I mean? Like Sire is amazing, bro. I mean, not just because that's my son. Like if I didn't know this dude, I would say, yo, whoever he trained with or whatever, he was blessed, because for him to know the stuff that he knows, and for him to be as nice as he is at his age, and he's always been super nice, is like, it's just awesome, bro. Like what people don't know, he's what, 21, and he's been doing this more than half of his life. Jay Lee been a professional rap artist since he was 7 years old, and he's
Right.
21. So he's been doing this longer than he's been living, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much. Most, you know what I mean? So that's what people have to understand about this kid. And again, it's a lot of work. He put a lot of work into that shit, bro. So getting on that show, he did a lot to make it there, and he changed the trajectory of that show by being that nice. Super, like they knew he was nice. They just didn't think they was gonna get what they got, bro. Like last thing before, so I could cut this off. What I taught my sons before they could rap, period, before they could pick a microphone up, they had to study, bro. They had to study hip hop from its beginning to the point it was where they were at the time. And again, they're kids, bro. They fucking 6 and 7 years old. The oldest one was probably about 10, 11 at the time. But they this young, and they have to do this after they do their homework. If they can't get a 80 on a quiz about Bone Thugs, you can't write shit. It ain't no raps today. We ain't even gonna talk about raps. All you need to know about this quiz about Bone Thugs, and what was funny, every one of them would get a different test. Yours might be about Smith and Wesson. Yours might be about Wu-Tang. Yours might be Bone Thugs. Yours might be about motherfucking Nice and Smooth. So this is different eras of fucking different types of hip hop, and you can't cheat. You know what I'm saying? You got to know your shit to go to the next one. So they had to know that, and they had to understand the business aspect of the fucking music business, because without knowing that, that's what held a lot of us back as when we was trying to do this shit. So
True.
if they could learn, you know what I'm saying, what to look for and what the type of jargon they need to hear when they're in the right rooms, in the right spaces, they'll know how to maneuver their situation better. So They had to know these things before they pick up a mic, and that helped them a whole fucking lot because they really wanted to do it, and they learned these things, and that helped me with the fundamentals of teaching them how to, actually develop them as artists for sure.
Yo, man, shout out to both of them, man. And then you're right, man. We got to teach this new generation the business, so they don't get screwed over, so they don't make the same mistakes, so they don't get entrapped into some of these bad, horrible slave deals that we hear about all the time.
360.
And it's crazy because you just think as they come out with different deals like the 360 deal to keep you into them slave deals, but
Yep.
at this point in time, man, you can go out, you can be your own whatever, you know what I'm saying. Everything is uploaded right now in real time. Man, you don't need really a big label except for the financial part, and
Yeah.
and a lot of stuff is honestly damn near just the fingertips of the computer. So it's just
Mhm.
about creating your own buzz and getting out there and putting that work in, man. So I salute you on that, bro. Yo, real quick before we go, man. I like to play this game, man. It's a little game I
Okay.
came up with. You know what I'm saying? It's called Quickfire. So Quickfire is I'm gonna ask you about 5 questions, and in those 5 questions, man, you just give me the response, man. So when I ask you the question, you just shoot it back, whatever come to your mind. You know what I'm saying? So real quick. All right. Let me set up this one right here. All right. Okay. 5 questions. What's your top 5 albums?
Top 5 albums of any genre, period, or hip hop? Just hip hop.
We'll do any genre. We'll do any genre right now.
Any genre. Oh, okay. Top 5. Shit.
It get deep. I know.
It do, but I could do it though. I ain't gonna even fucking front. So top 5, I would say number 5 would be Fear of a Black Planet by Public Enemy. That'd be number 5. Damn. Fucking number 4 would be Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication. That ain't the name of the album. I can't remember the name of the album, but that song is on there. I don't really want to get that song to pub though, but it's actually a fucking dope record all the way around. Number fucking 3. Whew. Oh wait. Number 3 would be It Was Written by Nas. Would be number 3. It usually would be number 1, but it's on the overall. Whew. Oh shit. Number 2. Number 2. Oh my God. Number 2 would be Thriller, Michael Jackson Thriller. Number 1. Ooh, shit. Number 1. This is a toss up too. It's wait. Mm. Damn. Oh, that was the hardest one. It is too, because it's like it's between 3 joints, and it's kind of
This the album that you can't live without.
shit. I can't live without none of them joints. I can't even front. I still play all them shits. Number 1. Damn. Which one would it fucking be, man? Oh, I don't know, man. Number 1 is fucking hard, yo. Golly. Mm. Number 1 is the fucking, I don't know exactly the name of the album. It's the more conscious album. What's Going On? Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? That's the
Okay.
number 1.
All right, I give you that. Okay. Top lyricist, hip hop.
Nas, easy.
Okay. Best performer, hip hop.
Ooh. Oh shit. Maybe. Ooh, wait. I like Cool J. I like Busta Rhymes. I like Cool J more than Busta Rhymes. Um, I go with LL Cool J overall.
Big Daddy Kane or Rakim?
Oof. Shit, can I drink to that shit like drink to that shit? Shit, that was fucking hard, bro. Oh, cause like
Big Daddy Kane or Rakim?
I
Who? Which one?
had both of these niggas on my wall, bro. I used to rap at both of them. I had the slits in my shit like Rob, but I had the damn big doodoo chain like I mean like Kane and big doodoo chain like Rob. Lyricist fucking man, Rakim. Damn.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yo,
ooh.
two more questions, man. Two more questions. Uh, yo, easy. Um, easy one. What was your first rap concert?
First rap concert?
Yep.
DOC. DOC, man. And, who else was there? DOC, Beastie Boys, and it was some fucking body else. It was a singing nigga. Jesse Johnson from he was down with Princeton. He had his own little solo joint. But yeah,
Okay.
DOC went crazy in that bitch. NWA, what the fuck am I talking about? Just DOC was DOC. It was supposed to be NWA and Too Short, supposed to set it off, but DOC fucked that shit up. I forgot all about Too Short and NWA. Damn, it was their show.
All
Yeah.
right.
And the
Yo,
SAG, Fresh Fest. Shout out to the SAG, Fresh
I
Fest.
remember that. I remember that. Yo,
Mhm.
last one. When it comes to performing, Sire or you?
Oh shit, easy me. Hey, motherfuckers ain't fucking with me, bro. Hey, I'm still out here fucking their ass up every week. You know what I mean?
Hey, I
I
knew
host
you was
these
gonna say that.
events, everything. Niggas ain't fucking with me, bro. Hey, listen, I put this shit on whatever. Ain't nobody, period, fucking with me on that stage. We no, it's whatever they want to do. We can do verses, whatever. Yes, it's out, done. It's a
Man,
fact.
what's next for skiing, bro?
Man, you know what? Um, just try to continue to push the culture, man. Here, develop a more of an ecosystem here. Like I say, it's been a lot of growth, man. It's been a lot of growth in the last 20 years. You had to be in it to see it, but it was a time where we wasn't doing half the stuff we doing now. It's a lot of brands now. It's a lot of people monetizing off of what they doing. It's more people have access to studios because they bought their own shit and they learn how to engineer themselves and they're recording others. It's more media platforms like what we doing right now. Like it's so much stuff moving, and I just was blessed to be one of the cats that help engineer a lot of this stuff that's going on and to see it still moving. So I just want to continue to guide that and push that shit forward and work my boys, man. It's their time right now. So Sire got shit in the tuck coming up. You know what I'm saying? Skeezer got a dope ass EP out right now. Y'all go get that on all platforms. It's titled Elevated Music, the Stray Sessions. You know what I mean? If you feeling real Randy, you can get the joint that came out before it. It's called the Vibes EP, the Faux Sessions. You know what I mean? It's the sessions he did with Faux Sale. The other was some sessions he did with a Stray. Shout out to both of those engineers. It's cool, it's fun. If you want to hear something different, man, check Skis out. It's pure hip hop. You ain't gonna get a lot of sliding and a lot of designer, but you're gonna get a lot of fucking dope flow. So want to do something different, check that out. Look for Sire. Sire is pretty much everywhere. He got videos out on the YouTube thing. You can check out the King James joint. His old joint. You can check out You Deserve. Already Knew. What else he got out there? It's a few things though. And just look for some new freestyles and shit coming. And we'll have some more news for y'all later. But definitely we're gonna push my boys. Um, and like I say, dog, W989 Radio, we still popping. We doing pop shots. Shout out to Pop Shots. If y'all ain't familiar with that, y'all go check Pop Shots out on Facebook. It's a different type of run and gun video style that I do. It's more in your face. It's more selfie style where you kind of a motherfucker talking to you like that, just looking right at you type of shit. You know what I mean? So y'all go check Pop Shots out. Skeezer did like 10 of them. You're gonna love it. And yeah, W99 radio and video. Grab the mic. What else going on? Shit, it's a lot, y'all. just, just, just,
Where
just
can they
stay
hit you
tuned.
at? Where can they find you at?
Oh, you find me everywhere, bro. Scheme for Prez, SKE3M, the number 4, PREZ. You know what I'm saying? On Instagram, His Highness H number 1. You know what I'm saying? SHIGHNESS on the gram. Tyron Horsey on Facebook. I just go by my government, but you can still find me on my music page at Scheme SKE3M. W989 Radio, 989 Mixtape on Facebook. Shit, it's a man. I can send you to a million links. Just hit me on the link tree joint. I had the link tree joint, man. Link tree / SKE3M, and that'll link you to everything. Or Google me. It'll
All
jump
right.
on. For
Yo,
sure.
man, Scheme, man, I want to thank you for it, man, stopping through, man.
For
Yo,
sure.
yo, like I said, man, we could talk for days, man, on some of the
Good.
things, man. Story times with Scheme, man, is my favorite part, man. If y'all don't follow him, hit him up, man, on Facebook, man. Hit
Work
him
with
up
me.
on these other platforms, man. And when he do story time with Scheme, sit down, get you some popcorn. If you
Yes,
from the
sir.
side, yo, you gonna remember every moment he talking about because it's gonna
Sir.
be like, oh, I forgot about this moment. Hey man, I really want to thank you, man, for being the inspiration and the motivator, man, especially to myself. Like I said, no matter what, if I ever called you, needed you, you just say when, where, and you there. You always show up and show out, and that's for damn sure. So man, we giving your flowers, man. Hey, best performer, hands down.
Yes,
We ain't
sir.
talking about the SAG, man. We ain't talking about Michigan, bro. We talking about
Period.
period in this game right here called hip hop. Check out my boy Scheme because I'm definitely gonna upload. Matter of fact, I got it right here on this camcorder, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely upload it. And when they say that you had them chicks pee popping while you up there and they serving drinks though. That's the crazy part. It was not. This wasn't rehearsed. This wasn't like, hey yo
Hell
man,
no.
hey yo, I'm finna get up on it. You ain't come to. Hey, you think they mind if I'm? No, you just was like, yo, we doing this. You went from the table to the bar, and I was like, yo, and
Yeah,
everybody
buddy.
loved it. The owner loved it. The patrons loved it. The waitresses loved it. So like I said, man, I take my hat off to you, bro. Man, I thank you
Sure.
for stopping by, man.
No doubt. Hey, and make sure, listen, y'all, if you need a host for any events, yo, I do all that shit. Listen, dead ass, y'all, hit me up on any of my joints. Y'all can hit me up, W989 radio show at Gmail. Hey, and listen, I like my phone I might be wild dude or whatever when you see me, but listen, I'm professional when I do my work. You ask about me, bro. If it's a wedding, yo, I'm gonna host your shit. You gonna love it. The energy is gonna be fire. If it's a hip hop show, oh my God, it's gonna definitely be fire. It could be a rock show. It could be a motherfucking wine tasting, a motherfucking grand opening event for your restaurant. Yo, I get my suit on and all that shit, but the energy is gonna be through the roof. You gonna love it. It's gonna be worth the money you spend. I guarantee you. Scheme hosts any fucking event. Any event, y'all. Hit me up.
Hit them up.
W989 radio show at gmail.com, yo.
All right, and yo, man, like I always say, man, after every show, yo, man, hip hop is not dead. You know why? Because I am hip hop, and we
For sure.
out. Peace.
Peace out.